G'day guys, it's Gareth. So today I really want to talk about the brand spanking new GoPro 11. Alright, and I also want to do a comparison, not just with the 11, but with every single GoPro that has ever existed. Now, if I was to ask you the question right now, how many GoPros do you think have ever been released to the public, ever been invented? And you would say to me, well, Gareth, we're clearly on the 11 right now. I mean, what a stupid question, Gareth. Why would you say or ask such a stupid question? Pfft, obviously, it's 11. No. And this is going to absolutely shock you. What I'm about to say, I mean, if you don't know, of course. If you know, then you know exactly what I'm about to say, right? But there's two things that I'm going to say in this video that are probably going to shock you. All right? Have a look at this. So obviously, the GoPro 11 is here. But if we go on the Wikipedia page for GoPro, the Wikipedia page says something else. So going back to the question, comparing the 11 to every single GoPro that's ever existed, how many GoPros do you think have ever been released? What if I told you it is 30? 30 different GoPros have been released to the public over roughly a 20-year period. There's a sound effect for that. And that's pretty much it. It's a bloody mind blow. Today we're going to be doing a comparison, like I said, with every GoPro, all 30 of them. Now, this is the second thing that's going to shock you. All right? GoPro is pretty much like Netflix. Where am I going with this conversation? Well, Netflix back in the day never used to be a streaming service. If you wanted to rent a movie, I mean, it was basically a DVD service, like Blockbuster Video, all right? Video Easy. They would basically mail you the DVDs to you, and then you'd mail them back, something like that, right? I wouldn't really know. I only ever became a Netflix subscriber during the digital streaming age, right? I wouldn't really know. But of course, Netflix chose the whole streaming situation, which obviously won out, right? Well, GoPro are similar. And this is the second thing that's going to shock you. All right, we're going to show you the 30 different GoPro cameras in a second, but GoPro's first ever camera. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? GoPro's first ever camera was not a digital camera. It took Fujifilm or Kodak film or something like that. It took film. Once again, hang on. Let's have a look at them right now. All right. So like I said, there are two different ways to check this out. One's with the Wikipedia page, but we're not going to do that today. We are going to check out GoPro's own website. How to identify your GoPro camera. Well, on the top of this list is going to be the Hero 11. Trust me, we're going to get to that soon. But we're going to start from the very start. We're going to go to GoPro's first ever camera. It was a film camera. Let's go to the bottom of the screen right now. All 30 of them. Starting on our list of these 30 cameras. If you guys are liking this content so far, we're making daily videos. Come on. Come join us. It finally worked. The sound effect finally worked. Come give us a sub. We just passed 1,000 subscribers the other day, so winning, right? We're doing something right. Okay, so Hero standard definition was a 5 megapixel camera. It was invented in 2008. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So GoPro's been around for roughly 14, 15 years. Is that right? I said almost 20, but roughly 14, 15 years, okay? So 2008 was when this camera came out. It never even had GoPro written on the actual machine. It was colored silver, had no LCD screen on the back, it had a viewfinder, and it took AAA batteries. Mini SD card slot. That was pretty cool, mini SD card. So going to the second generation, which was released in 2010, the HD Hero Original. Can you guys see it properly? There we go, right now. I'm just going to make it a little smaller so we can actually see things a lot better. Is that good? All right. Filming videos live here, guys. Okay, so GoPro black GoPro logo on the back of the second camera. So this looks like the very first camera with GoPro, which was a second generation camera on their actual device, right? Silver, no LCD screen on the back, microphones on the side / top, bus port, not really sure what that is, mini SD card slot and mini USB port. Going to the next one on GoPro's own list, all right? We might make it a little smaller and bring it over here and make it a little bigger again. That way we get to see things a bit better. So this one's called the HD Hero 960. So the second one was a HD one apparently. I don't know how HD it was. Was it 720 or 1080? I don't know, but the third one is again called the HD Hero. This one's called now 960. 2010, black GoPro logo on the back, Hero on the front, colored silver, no LCD screen on the back, no bus port, mini SD card slot, and mini USB port. Going to the next one. Okay, I don't know what generation we're up to now. Was this the third or the fourth one? 1, 2, we're up to number 4. This is the fourth one. I'm going to try and keep tabs, but this one was released in 2011. HD Hero 2, fourth generation. The GoPro black logo on the back, Hero 2 on the front. Colors were silver, no LCD screen on the back once again, grey shutter button, large indicator light, microphones on the bottom / top. This looks like the first one to have a HDMI port and mini SD card slot as well. So yeah, this looks like the fourth generation was the first one to have HDMI. And we will get to that in a second because as you guys can see here, I've got a bunch of GoPro cameras. This is the 5th generation, which had HDMI out without using the actual media mod. Plus I've got 2 other GoPros here. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, right? So, what is this, number 5, I think now? HD Hero 2, 2011. Once again, if you guys want to read that, there you go. All right. Cool. Moving on. This is the, what have we done now? Like 6th generation? I honestly have no idea. I'm probably just going to stop counting now because I'm just going to get mixed up. Otherwise, I hope you guys are counting, right? I might just zoom out a bit more and then drag it over here. Yeah, so we're filming live every day, guys. None of these videos are edited. Okay. There we go. You guys can read it now? This one's called the Hero 3 White. 2012, when the world pretty much came to an end because of the Mayans predicted it, and here we are. We no longer exist anymore. Or do we? Who knows? We're living in the Matrix. Who knows, right? 2012. All right. White GoPro logo on the back of the Hero 3. Our front 3 is white. Not sure what the front number 3 is white. I'm not too sure what that means. There we go. Okay, there we go. I see it now. Silver and black, no LCD screen on the back, power mode button on the front, 2 indicator lights, Wi-Fi button. So this could be the first one with Wi-Fi. Micro SD card slot, HDMI port, and mini USB port. So this one looks like the first one with Wi-Fi. Going to the next one, if we can show you. Oh, we might have to make it a bit smaller again. What do you reckon? There we go. All right. Hero 3 Silver, 2012. No LCD screen, silver and black, power / mode button on the front, 2 indicator lights, Wi-Fi, micro SD port, HDMI port. So these ones were, but both of these ones were released in 2012, okay? This one, once again, was released 2012. Looks like it has many of the same similarities as the ones we've just talked about. If you guys want to read that, please do. That's interesting. Note, some older units may display a colored GoPro logo on the back. That's interesting. Kind of like what we have with the 10 and the 11. This is my 10, by the way. I hope I wasn't tricking you. I don't have the 11 yet. Look, what am I, made of money? GoPro, if you want to sponsor me. Cha-ching. Ching-ching. So there you go. That's kind of the similar situation there with colored. But this one's on the front, right? Okay. If you guys want to read that, please do. But I think it's roughly the same as the other ones we just talked about. 2013. So this is the new 2013 model, the Hero 3 Plus Silver. Silver and black, no LCD screen in the back, power mode button on the front, Wi-Fi button on the side. Another one, 2013, which was the Hero 3 Black as opposed to the Hero 3 Silver. The black models have historically always been better than the silver models. I do think that's true. I'm just trying to remember. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Black was always the more expensive, more power hungry, not power hungry, but more capable camera, right? Silver and black, no LCD screen on the back, power mode button on the front, Wi-Fi button on the side. Going up to the next one. So this is a new year now with a brand new camera, the 2014 model. And we'll try and make this a little bigger so we can see this a bit better now. The Hero 2014. Gray GoPro logo on the back, Hero on the front, written on the front there. And obviously these GoPros had a case that you could put them in, whereas this one didn't. So this looks like the first GoPro with a case, which is interesting. Gray, integrated plastic housing with removable black door. There we go. One indicator light, which is strange, as opposed to the other ones had two, right? No LCD screen on the back once again, no Wi-Fi button, micro SD card slot, and mini USB port. Going to the next one, which was, so there we go. They only released one camera in 2014. 2015, which is the Hero Plus. Gray, integrated plastic housing with removable back door, no LCD screen on the back, two indicator lights, which is different from the previous version, which had only one. All right. So 2015 version brought back the two indicator lights, Wi-Fi button, micro SD card slot, and micro USB port. I really, really wish GoPro in the future would bring back HDMI support without the media mod. Now I know from a business point of view, the media mod is obviously making them a lot more money, and it's more sense for them to do a media mod. But come on, guys, you used to have HDMI inbuilt in these cameras while the cameras were a lot smaller. Look at this. This is my Hero 5. It had inbuilt HDMI ports, all right? The bigger 9s, 10s, and 11s have a bigger casing with a lot more size to it, right? And weight a little, not a lot more weight, but they have a lot more size to it. So they could have absolutely kept the HDMI ports for these bigger ones. More real estate equals more things you could put on it, right? But they obviously chose not to for the reason of the media mod. Where are we? Which camera angle are we on? So there we go. Continuing on though, 2015. There you go. All right, let's go to 2016. No, still 2015. So they must have released two different cameras for 2015. So there they go. They have Hero Plus LCD. So wow, there you go. They released two cameras in 2015, and the second camera in 2015 was the first camera, by the looks of it, to have a LCD screen. Hang on, there was that sound effect. Wow. The more you know, right? The more you know. So there you go. Gray, integrated plastic housing with removable back door, LCD screen on the back, the first model to have it. Two indicator lights, Wi-Fi button, micro SD card slot, and micro USB port. It didn't say cough, I just had to cough naturally. I mean, obviously, not like I had to tell you that, but let's move on. Let's move on. Going to the 2016 model. This was the brand new category that they've never released before. And that, mind you, they don't release them anymore at all, actually. They've discontinued this particular model. But when they did invent this particular model, it was called the Hero Session. Hero 4 Session. It was a great little camera. You could do so much with this thing. Let's say, for example, just as an example, if you had a model train set, you could put the little camera on the train, and because it was so small compared to the normal GoPros, this one here, it wouldn't bump into the other carriages on the other track, for example, right? Or you could put it on a model aeroplane, and well, fly with it on a rocket or an airplane, right? So these things, in my opinion, should have been continued, but for some reason weren't. But there you go, that's GoPro, right? So the color was gray. It was a small cube shape, micro SD card slot and micro USB port. Yeah, if they ever brought it back, I'd probably buy a newer version. So going from 2016 to 2014, I'm not too sure why they've done it that way. Do you see that? 15, 16, 14. But anyway, there you go. Going to this 2014 model, Hero 4 Silver, two-tone silver and black, LCD screen on the back, power mode button on front, setting/tag button on the side. Interesting. Another one for 2014, which probably did similar things. If you guys want to read that again, please absolutely do, right? Going up to this one right now, 2016 once again. I'm not too sure why they're changing the dates like that, but there you go, right? Hero 5 Session. So why is this one different from the other one? This is the Hero 4 Session. The Hero 4 Session came in 2016, and then the Hero 5 Session came in 2016. I don't understand that. Do you guys understand that? I don't. Grey, small cube shape, micro SD card slot, and USB-C port. There you go. Interesting. Once again, 2016, the Hero 5 Black. This one, grey or color GoPro logo on the front, or Hero 5 on the side. So some of them were grey, some were colored. All right, grey, LCD screen on the back, power/mode button on the side, no buttons on the front, no housing needed. Interesting, no housing needed. HDMI port and USB-C. So this was my first GoPro camera. Once again, I've got it in this this little case right now, my little army case that I bought specifically from eBay. But this was I have two of them. This was my very first GoPro camera. And if you have a look over there, next to my train, oh, hang on, where is it? I've got a TV. There it is right there. That's my other GoPro Hero 5. So I've got, what have I got? 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 GoPros. And if GoPro gives me the 11 to test, then goddamn, I'll have a lot more than that. All right, keep it coming, GoPro. Yeah, this was a great little camera. Very glitchy at times, I might add. And I took this camera to Liverpool. I took this camera to England, and unfortunately, I didn't realise that the SD card I had in there was too slow for it. And as a result, my videos and time lapses kept getting glitched and corrupted. And it was, to be honest, fucking terrible. I even sent a complaint to GoPro and asked them what was going on. Eventually, I think they realized that my SD card was too slow. And now GoPro, I don't know how long they've been doing this for, but now GoPro actually give you their own SD cards, or they give you, Samsung, or they give you a third-party SD card that will work perfectly with the camera. But they never used to do that. People like me had problems all the time, no doubt, right? Going from the 5 to the Fusion. This was GoPro's first ever spherical, am I saying that right? Spherical 360 camera. Kind of like what Insta360 are doing, right? Which, let's face it, they are the world leaders when it comes to this technology. Fusion, two-tone grey, thin square profile, 2 lenses, front and back, obviously to get the 360 image, right? Shutter button on the front. This camera was great, but it sucked because at the same time, because you had to stitch the videos together on your computer, it just didn't do it seamlessly. New cameras, all new 360 cameras, well, as far as I know, all new 360 cameras stitch the videos together by itself, right? Which they should have done in the beginning, but they didn't, right? Limitations, technology limitations, but whatever. I used it and actually cracked one of the lenses. My GoPro Fusion fell on the floor. It was on a selfie stick, and I was getting videos and photos of the Sydney Vivid Festival many years ago, like 3 years ago now. And the wind literally blew it over. I was devastated. The lens literally cracked in multiple places on one side. Oh, terrible. Moving on. Hero 6 Black. 2017. So two of them came 2017 by the looks of it. Yes, only two by the looks of it. Grey, LCD screen on the back, power mode. I'll make it a bit bigger for you guys for this version. No buttons on the front, no housing needed, HDMI port, USB-C port. Yeah, HDMI port. Gosh, GoPro. Why GoPro? Obviously this is why. Hang on, there's a button for it. There's a button for it. Oh, 1 second, guys. Oh man, where is it? Oh, come on, give me that button. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. That's right, they did it for the money. That was simply delayed too long, that one. Okay, so going to the 2018 one now, which is the Hero 2018. Grey, LCD screen on the back, power mode, power/mode buttons on the side, no buttons on the front, no housing needed, HDMI port, USB-C port. Another one for 2018, which was the Hero 7 White, which once again, the white versions aren't as capable as the black versions, right? Once you go black, you don't go back. That's what they say. That's what they say. So light grey, LCD screen on the back, power/mode button on the side, no buttons on the front, no housing needed, no HDMI port. So wow, this one did not have a HDMI port. USB-C port, integrated battery. Integrated battery, really? It looks like you couldn't remove the battery from this one. Is that what they're saying? I don't know. I never used or knew much about this one. Non-removable protective lens. Okay. Going to another GoPro in 2018, the Hero 7 Silver. Grey, LCD screen on the back, power/mode button on the side, no buttons on the front, no housing needed, no HDMI port, USB-C port, integrated battery once again, and non-removable protective lens. Going to the fourth one. Really, there's four. 4 cameras for 2018. Wow. Hero 7 Black. Well, this is the best of the best. We will read this one again, only because it may be a little different this time. Black, LCD on the back, power/mode button on the side, no buttons on the front, no housing needed, HDMI port, and USB-C port. So, look, the Hero 7 Black, once again, is the best of the best. The Hero Blacks are the best of the best. It had a HDMI port, whereas the other ones did not have. All right. There you go. Did not have. So if you got the money, getting the black ones is obviously the way to go, right? This was GoPro's brand spanking new 360 camera version 2. For some reason, they didn't continue the Fusion word, GoPro Fusion. They could have just done Fusion 2. In my opinion, they probably wanted to completely remove Fusion from people's minds because it was very hard and long to stitch and render videos in your computer. It was a bit of a nightmare for beginners, right? For everybody, let's face it. So that's why they completely changed the name, in my opinion. They instead of using Fusion, they did Max. But this is their second GoPro 360 camera. Black, dual lens, LCD screen on the back, power/mode button on the side, battery compartment on the right side, built-in housing tabs. Really? So it looks like, you know, all new GoPro cameras have the built-in housing tabs. Is that what they mean by that? It's built in, right? So I've never used the Max. I've used the Fusion, but it looks like the Max was the first camera from GoPro to have built-in housing tabs. Is that right? You tell me. You guys let me know if you know, because I don't know. No buttons on the front, no housing needed. So there you go. That might have been the first camera to do it. Another camera from 2019, which is going to be their, professional normal GoPros. The Hero 8 Black. Black. LCD screen on the back. Power/mode button on the side. Battery compartment on the right side. Built-in housing tabs. Wow, there you go. No buttons on the front. Integrated lens cover. No housing needed. Interesting. So 2019 is when these two cameras came out, the Max and the Hero 8. Going to 2020, the year of the I can't say it because YouTube may demonetize me. You know what I'm saying? All right. 2020, the year we all hated. Along with 2021, I might add as well. But anyway, okay. Black front LCD screen display. So this was the very first. I mean, I might add, this is it, right? This is my Hero 9. This is the one we're talking about right now, right? This was the first GoPro to have a front LCD screen, display screen, so you can actually see the picture, not just on the back, right? But you've got a front screen that actually shows you the image as opposed to the other cameras, which only showed you the information. Black and white information, that the recording and the timestamp, and you know, no one ever looked at that really, okay? But this was a great upgrade, a well-needed upgrade. Awesome. And they've continued with that same design this whole time, right? LCD screen on the back as well as the front. Power mode slash button. Power slash button mode. Oh, you know, I've said it 1,000 times. You know what it says, okay? I apparently don't. Battery compartment on the right side. Built-in housing tabs. No buttons on the front. Replaceable lens cover. No housing needed. Interesting. This is the first camera for 2021, which is the GoPro Hero Black 10. Here it is right now. This is my 10. It says it on the side. No, this says it on this side. Number 10 right there. Number 10 Downing Street. Isn't that the Prime Minister's location where the Prime Minister lives in England? I'm pretty sure, London. 2021, right? So, blue GoPro logo on the front. Blue Hero 10 on the side, same as the side lens. So yeah, this was the first major GoPro to have the blue on the front and on the side, whereas most of the other ones just had, what, black or grey, I think. So the color was black, front LCD screen slash display, LCD screen on the back, as we know, power slash mode button on the side. I said it properly this time. Battery compartment on the right side, built-in housing tabs, no buttons on the front, replaceable lens cover, which is awesome. Thank you, GoPro. Replaceable lens cover and no housing needed. So there you go. And look, this is the brand spanking new number 11. We're all caught up now. Kind of. This isn't actually updated to the point where it should be. I know it says the 11. This is the 20. This is the current 2020. Gosh, that's not right. Look at that. This says this camera came out 2021, the Hero 11 Black. Clearly, this camera came out this year, 2022. I've just found a mistake there. Very wrong, GoPro. What else have they put here that's wrong that I'm not aware of? I obviously don't know. But identifying features, obviously black. Front LCD screen slash display. LCD screen on the back. Power slash mode buttons on the side. Battery compartment on the right side. Built-in housing tabs. No buttons on the front. Replaceable lens cover and no housing needed. Now, I mean, that's a lot of cameras we've just talked about, but they're still missing 2 cameras. For some reason, there are 2 cameras that I am personally aware of that they have not added on this list. GoPro, this is your actual website. Come on, guys. What are you doing? These are the 2 cameras right here. The brand new GoPro Hero Black Bones, which came out roughly 6 months ago, mainly used for drone pilots, FPV drones, right? This thing does not have a battery or any sort of inbuilt battery. This thing weighs very, very less, very, very tiny compared to the other models. The lighter the better for drone photography, right? That this camera is not on the list, and this camera is not on the list either. The GoPro Hero 11 Mini, which is yet to come out, but it is coming out next month as of filming this video, September 2022, right? So there you go, 30 different GoPro cameras that I am aware of. Now, I could just quickly do a comparison, and I probably will, but I will be making other videos regarding this at some point. We're already on the, I don't know, like 30-minute mark or something like that now, but yeah, the Hero 11 Black, the Hero 10 Black, and the Hero 9 Black. This is from GoPro's actual website. Here is just a quick little comparison if you guys want to screen grab that or pause it. All right, the major differences between the 9, 10, and the 11. The 9 had 20 megapixels, the 10 had 23 megapixels, and the 11 had 27 megapixels. Those are the three main differences with that. 5K, 30 frames per second, as opposed to the 10, which had 5K, 60 frames per second, and the exact same as for the 11. But obviously the 11 has a newer sensor, so there's that to think about. The newer camera has 120 megabytes per second bitrate, as opposed to the other ones, which had 100 megabytes per second. Yeah, like I said, I will be going into more in-depth detail regarding the three main cameras, but if you guys just wanted to see that, there you go. What did you guys think about this video? Were you aware that Netflix used to sell, and not sell, but rent out DVDs? And did you know that GoPro had 30 plus cameras? Let me know in the comments down below. We're on this channel right now, number 2, but of course, number 1 as well. Travel films all around the world on that channel. Those social medias, at Tallboy Gareth. I've talked too much, but my name's Gareth. I've been tall, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah? Love you. See ya.